Now we find the equation of a line in polar coordinates. अब हम लोग पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट्स में लाइन की इक्वेशन को फाइंड करेंगे. Let us suppose that let O be the pole and OX be the initial line. This fixed point, this is the pole, and OX, this is the initial line. We suppose that this is the line and ON be the perpendicular drawn from O on the line. This is the required line. Let ON be the perpendicular drawn from the pole on the line, and let this perpendicular makes angle alpha with initial line. Suppose that this angle is alpha here. You can see that this fixed point O is the pole or origin. This fixed straight line, this horizontal line, fixed straight line OX is called initial line. Suppose this is the required line. ON is the perpendicular drawn from pole on the straight line. Let us suppose that ON, this perpendicular, makes an angle alpha with initial line. Here ON is equal to P. P is the length of perpendicular drawn from pole on the line. Let us suppose that P be any point on the line. Let P be any point on the line. Let us suppose that polar coordinate of P be r theta. Let r theta be the polar coordinates of P on the line. Now join P with O. Join P with O. So OP is equal to small r, and angle XOP, this is equal to theta here. Angle XOP, this is equal to theta here. Suppose this is the theta angle. Now we find here angle PON. So PON is theta minus alpha. Angle PON, this is equal to angle XOP minus angle XON. So angle XOP, this is equal to here theta, and angle XON, this is equal to alpha. Now we take triangle. In triangle PON, which is right angle triangle, we find cos theta minus alpha. This is based upon hypotenuse. We can see here ON is the base and OP is the hypotenuse here, and we can see here this ON is the length of perpendicular, which is equal to small p, and OP is the radius vector small r. So from here we can write r cos theta minus alpha, this is equal to P. This is the polar equation of straight line. आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर O एक फिक्स्ड पॉइंट है, दिस इज कॉल्ड पोल और ओरिजिन। दिस हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन OX ये इनिशियल लाइन है और दिस इज द रिक्वायर्ड लाइन। नाउ वी ड्रा परपेंडिकुलर ON फ्रॉम ओरिजिन ऑन द रिक्वायर्ड लाइन। ये ON पोल O से रिक्वायर्ड लाइन पर परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ किया गया है। इस ON की लेंथ P के इक्वल है। Here ON this is equal to P. Now let us suppose that P be any point on the required line whose polar coordinates are r theta. यहाँ पर सपोज किया गया कि P इस रिक्वायर्ड लाइन पर कोई पॉइंट है जिसके पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट r और थीटा है। So OP this is equal to small r and angle XOP this is equal to theta. Now we can see here this perpendicular ON makes angle alpha with initial line. So angle XON this is equal to angle XON this is equal to alpha here. Now we join P with O and get this angle PON. So angle PON is equal to angle XOP minus angle XON. So angle XOP this is equal to theta and angle XON this is equal to alpha. So we get angle PON is equal to theta minus alpha. We can see here, हम देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर PON this is the right angle triangle. So we find here cos theta minus alpha this is equal to base upon hypotenuse. So base यहाँ पर ON है और hypotenuse is OP है। ON is the length of perpendicular drawn from origin on the straight line and this ON is equal to small p and OP is the radius vector small r. So we get here r cos theta minus alpha is equal to p. So this is the polar equation of straight line. Now we convert this polar equation in Cartesian form. You can see here this polar equation convert in Cartesian form. We know that using formula here cos A minus B this is cos theta cos alpha plus sin theta sin alpha is equal to P. Now this can be written as r cos theta into cos alpha plus r sin theta into sin alpha is equal to P and r cos theta this is equal to x and r sin theta this is equal to y. So x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. This is the equation of line in normal form. This is the Cartesian form. Also we can see here if this is origin this is perpendicular ON is perpendicular drawn from O on the pole and suppose that this perpendicular makes an angle alpha with x axis and this is y axis. So equation of line in Cartesian form is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to P. So this is the polar equation of straight line which on which ON is perpendicular drawn from pole on the straight line is equal to small p and ON makes angle alpha with initial line. So the equation of required line is r cos theta minus alpha is equal to P. Thank you.